Shalom, giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone from whom I learned this truth. And Shalom to the hopeful elect out there. Shalom. All right. So, about 3 days ago, you had a meeting with the WEF. I think it was in Switzerland or whatever. So those of you that don't know, the WEF stands for World Economic Forum. This is the definition given by Google. It says it's an independent international organization committed to improving the state of the world, or so they say, right? As stated in its mission, it engages business, political, academic, and other leaders of society to shape global, regional, and industrial agendas. You see? All right. And as with all these big, huge corporate, organizations, all right, all these huge organizations, they're all together. All right. You could read about that in Isaiah, I believe it's Isaiah the 10th chapter and Psalms the 64th chapter. Let's get that real quick here. Yep. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Okay, and then this is going into the so-called the Illuminati, right, which is the elite that rule the world behind the scenes. And they have these secret meetings, and they plot on how to basically destroy the poor. Right? It says that here. It says to turn aside the needy. Who are the needy? Right? It's the poor, the elect. All right? Israel. From judgment. And to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. You see? And these are the Lord's enemies. These are the people at the top who control all these things. This is really Yahweh on the left-hand side. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai on the left-hand side. All right, because he controls both good and evil. All right, for his ultimate purpose here on this planet. But basically, you got you got these wicked ruling elites. And let's actually go to Psalms. Trying to see if I can remember. Is it this one? Okay, this one also talks about it. Let's read Psalm 64, verse 1. Hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. All right, and a counsel is simply a word for a meeting where they're discussing a definitive goal. All right, one or more or two or more people, right? And it says, advice, hang on, it's not it. Lawyers, let's go down. Professional help, advice, counsel. All right. Let's go into 64 and 2. Going to the Hebrew real quick here. Counsel. Secret counsel.
Strong's H 5475. Sold,
right? Which means assembly. There you go. That's what I was looking for. So yeah, so you got these assemblies of these wicked demons. Let's get let me show you who they are. All right, because they could hide behind the title WEF, but really that's just their puppets out there. These are the real wicked elites, man. All right, and you can see these are the societies that they go by. Opus Dei, Rosicrucians, Freemasons, Skull and Bones, Bohemian Club, right? Which is where they meet once a year, at this place, and they sacrifice, the little ones. Okay? And these are all together. All right? There's the beast, NATO, and the EU. Okay? You got these Bilderbergs, you got these drug cartels. They all work together, man. But basically, not to make this video too long, you have these guys, which had the WEF about 3 days ago. See, it's the 20th. But on the 17th of January, they had a meeting basically discussing how to prepare for this new disease that they're talking about. They call it Disease X. Okay? And
thank you
they're kind of going into it here.
Very important discussion.
But
and I appreciate your opening comments.
you can kind of just watch it on your own time, but basically it's 47-minute long. Talking about how they want to prepare for Disease X. They mention a lot of jump shots. They mention new jump shots. Preparing the infrastructure, all right? Because the hospitals had a lot of issues last time, they say. So basically they're going to try to prepare more for this new one. But what really was interesting, I think this was towards the end, they had a witch doctor performing incantations. It just came out of nowhere from the crowd, I believe. And she just came on stage, and I'm going to let y'all see it. I'm not even going to say anything, I'm going to just play it.
Na anuri no yuiwa na wa shina vupon ke tushina shabawaki shina mukikirani tsai shabakirani tsai mukikirani awa ma wunu ma wunu why sharai
See that? Pure madness. But, you know what this makes me think of is that these devils are scared, man. These devils are scared. All right? Let's go to the Apocrypha here. All right? And at the same time, I just want to say, what they're doing here, and we don't even know what she's saying. Looks like a Moabite, probably speaking, the Moabite language, Chinese or something. We don't know. But basically, it's a witch, and they're casting spells. And you notice in the beginning, she kind of coughs towards the crowd. Right there, see? Basically putting her incantations out there, which is likely, what one of the brothers was saying, one of the brothers of Great Millstone was saying that basically they're giving them the blessing for this, to get this new disease kicked off, to get this Disease X on the move. And basically, that's what this incantation is. And if you think about it, in ancient Egypt, when all these things were, when the Lord was sending these plagues, the Egyptians turned to their charmers and wizards and witches and warlocks. All right, and this is the same thing that's happening with Babylon. Babylon is fallen. It's about to basically be wiped off the map here, but of course we're waiting for Jacob's trouble. But these devils know they don't have too long. Okay, and of course you got the Arabs, right? Ishmael over here, Esau, and you got different nations up here, which they do all work together. I think that's Psalms 83. Psalms 83. There we go. Call Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Keep not thou silence, O power, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. So they're all together. Okay, who are those enemies? It says they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. Who are the hidden ones? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. You are the true Israelites. You are the true chosen people of the Most High, the sons of God. All right, we are special people, peculiar people, and the greatest people on the planet Earth. All right, this is the nation of Israel. All right, all 12 of these tribes right here. All right, starting with Judah, all the way down to Issachar. All right. It says, verse 4, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And that's what this whole group wants to do, because these people right here have sent them to have their little meetings. All right, but here you got Ishmael, you got all these different, they're in Switzerland, so you probably got all types of people from all over the world. They're all together against Israel, man. All right, and basically, yeah, they act like they want to help everyone, but we know what happened last time, man. Last time that, a particular thing went around, a particular dis-ease went around, what happened, man? They offered the jump shot, and more people perished from that than the actual thing that went around, man. So never trust thine enemy. Like the scriptures say, never trust thine enemy, for his iron rusted. That's Sirach 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. You see? So you Israelites listening to this video, don't get the new jump shot. Don't get the old jump shot. All right? If you already took one, you better repent and beg the Lord for mercy, man. Because basically what I see here is these damn devils just got their blessing so they could go ahead and activate what they got to activate. And you're going to have a lot of people just dropping like flies, man. All right? Because 3/4 of the population got the jump shot. All right. So guess what? All they have to do to kick off this particular dis-ease is all they have to do is activate, all those people that got the jump shot through their, right here. That's all. You gotta be careful what you say. All right. So that right there, they're gonna use that to activate the jump shots that are in people's bloodstream. 3/4 of the people, hey, let's say half of them die, all right? They could just be like, oh, look, it's the new dis-ease X. See, X killed them, all right? And then, boom, y'all need to get y'all jump shots or y'all gonna die. And then, boom, they're gonna get y'all jump shotted again, all right? But this time, I'm thinking they're probably gonna try to, get that, the MOTB, the charagma, implemented. All right, so it's not just going to be the new jump shot. But, don't take it. If they offer it, don't take it, Israel. I'm telling you, don't trust your enemy. And if you did take the first one, don't take no more. All right? Let's go to Isaiah 47. We're going to go to verse 8. It says, therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that saith in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me, right? And that's speaking about this damn devil, Esau, Edom. Not Salakia, not that one. This one right here. All right, starting with these wicked elites, all right, and even down to the peon so-called white people you see on the street today. All right, but starting with these elites, going all the way down to those, peons on the street smoking cigarette on the side of the curb. All right, this is their thought process, man. They think, oh, just because we got technology and we rule the earth now the way we want to rule it, and then we put the woman over the man, and we pushing this rainbow doctrine on people, they think that then that's what they think is righteousness in their mind, their twisted mind. All right, they think that they're the most high now because they got all that power. All right, but the Lord's getting ready to humble these devils, man. It says, I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. All right, because these devils, they've been getting away with this shit, or so-called getting away with it for a very long time, you know. But verse 9 says, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. You see? So, and this isn't the first time they do this. I mean, they do this all the time. All right? In their secret meetings, they got their wizards, witches, and warlocks. All right? And they, they sacrifice children, basically. In the, they got this altar set up. And they do these enchantments and witchcraft to keep you people asleep. All right, and that's why the teachers and prophets are out here showing you what's right from wrong, man, because we live in a world where up is down and down is up and left is right and right is left, because Esau turned it upside down like that, man. All right? What does it say? It says, verse 10, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. So, Esau took technology and all these things that that the Lord really gave him, and instead of using it for righteousness, they use it for wickedness, man. It says, it hath perverted thee, and thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. And again, that's speaking of that great pride that Esau has, man. All right, they got all this technology, but, they can't cure certain diseases because they are the ones that create those diseases. They use the technology to create them, man, by putting all these chemicals in your food and, these jump shots that you receive as a toddler. Hey, that's not for no, different diseases that went extinct a while ago. Hey, that's to make you cancerous, man. That's to make your body weaker so you have all these ailments. It's a money funneling system back into their, their medical industry. All right? So you Israelites out there that don't know this shit, you need to wake the fuck up, man. Life's not all about football and beer. All right? Life's not all about watching a game or watching a fight and forgetting about your problems, man. You got to wake up and you got to realize what's at stake here, man. Not just your life, but your soul, man. All right? Because, after you die, you got to pay for what you did, man. You got to pay for your ignorance. So if you choose ignorance, hey, the Lord is going to bring you back. All right, I mean, if you're an Israelite, you're going to come back in the kingdom. But you have to go through death by pain first, man. You got to suffer that lake of fire. All right, the scriptures say only a third of us are going to make it out of that through the salvation of the chariots, man. So y'all Israelites watching this, now's your opportunity to get right with Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Now's your opportunity to get right. Because a lot of things is being seen right now, man. They're putting it out there in the forefront that they use enchantments. Oh, we're a Christian nation. Yeah, right, man. And I know this isn't so-called America, but they've done worse shit than this on TV, man. But the point is, hey, they're getting ready to push this so-called dis-ease out there, man. If it's not out there already. And then if they got a special jump shot for you dumbasses that still trust in your enemy. Let's go to get a quick precept to this. Let's go to 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, verse 33. And it reads, the virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers, right? These men are going to be gone. You know, like the last scripture said, you know, they're going to suffer widowhood and loss of children. You see? And that's exactly what's going to happen. I mean, you got World War III popping off soon, too. The States just attacked Yemen. And then you can hear Yemen chanting, "Death to America." You know, they're chanting that. You know? All these countries are chanting the same thing, really. All right? They're all starting to come together against Babylon. And what does the scripture say? He will send an assembly of great nations from the north country, which is Russia. So all these nations being backed by Russia, that's the scriptures right there, man. Let's get this real quick. 2nd Ezra 16:34. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. You see? So let's go ahead to let's get that real quick. Jeremiah 50 and verse 9, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. You see, the north country, you look on any map, the northernmost country is what? Okay, here it's saying Greenland. But really, it's Russia. There's Russia right up there. Okay? Greenland doesn't have an army or anything like that. But this scripture, as far as the North Country, is referring to Russia. And they shall set themselves in array against her. Array. Let's get that definition real quick. We're breaking it down. An impressive display or range of a particular type of thing. Yep, and that particular thing is an army. So it's going to be a huge range, a big array. It's usually kind of like a grid. So think about like a checkerboard. It's just going to be filled with pieces. All right? From thence shall she be taken, man. So she's going to be taken by force. Their arrows, all right? This is the nukes. Shall be as of a mighty expert man, none shall return in vain. You see? So right there, boom, this place is going to be destroyed, man. It says in a moment. You see? So this shit ain't going to work, man. This enchantments, look at that. That bitch looks like a damn demon. Look at her. These people ain't right, man. These people ain't right in the head. They think they're going to come up against the Most High and have a chance just because they have witches and warlocks. They ain't going to go well for y'all, I'll tell you that. Hey. Let's go to Isaiah 19. And let's read the rest of that. Actually, you haven't read this part. Let's read this part here. It says, verse 1, the burden of Egypt. Okay, now Egypt is referring to Babylon the Great because it's a spiritual thing. It's not referring to the ancient Egyptian slavery, but the modern Egyptian slavery of Babylon the Great. Behold, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai rideth upon a swift cloud and shall come into Egypt. All right, the swift cloud is the so-called UFOs that you see in the sky. All right, and actually in 2024, we've been seeing so many of these. Every day there's news about UFOs. People saw UFOs here, there. There's endless films, man. Nobody can say they're not seeing them now. Nobody can say there's lack of evidence now. All right, and this is not aliens. These are the chariots of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right, because the Lord possesses technology that's so far superior to Esau's that it's unfathomable. All right, these things can go through the water, through the sky. You know, they can turn at 90-degree angles. going much faster than even the fastest planes that Esau's got. All right, and at the end of the day, you can see videos of these things just playing with Esau's planes, man. This is what the Lord rides upon, man. It says, the burden of Egypt, behold, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai rideth upon a swift cloud. Okay? And basically, I broke this down in another video, but, you know, cloud means chariot. Okay, we can get that real quick. Psalms, make it the clouds, chariots. Psalm 104:3. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind. So the clouds are the chariots. And then we can go back here. All right. It says, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the hearts of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. All right, and the Lord's already beginning to visit this place with famine, with great death, with earthquakes. Okay, all these things is beginning to happen. The Lord is visiting the world which he made. So Egypt's heart is melting, man. And it's going to go into that. Let's go to the next verse. It says, and I will set the Egyptian against Egyptians. Okay, which is basically saying we'll set the so-called Americans or Babylonians against the Americans. And now you can see that in the bipartisan system. You got Democrats, Republicans. You got all these people always talking about, oh, we got to vote. We just got to vote everyone out, man. If we vote everyone out, then we can save America. No, you're not going to save this place, man. The Lord has his eyes set on this place to destroy it. For the multitude of wicked deeds that this place has done, man. For the sorceries, for the slavery of Israel. All right. For the poisoning our food, air, water, you know, oppressing us, having that continual hatred. All right. It says, and I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Okay? And it says, verse 3, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. You see? Because, of course, like it's saying here, you're going to have wars, city against city. Okay? And that's part of that is what's going to make these Americans afraid. Okay? A lot of people are bugging out now, seeing all these wars going on. They're like, shit, and it has to do with America because America's the big bully, and all these countries are tired of that shit, man. The Lord's putting that spirit on them to rise up. Like it says in the scriptures, let the weak say, I am strong. All right? Beat your plowshares into swords, right? Roughly paraphrasing. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. You see, the counsel that I was mentioning earlier in the video is those assemblies, man. And that's why you got this silly little assembly, you know, with these WEF people, you know, and these people are over here all eager to get coughed on. For what? That's not going to save y'all. Y'all can get coughed on all you want. Look at this guy. What a tool. Look. Oh, yeah, let me come forward, huh? Yeah, cough on me. Oh, yeah. Fucking dumbasses, man. You know, the Lord is going to put a stop to all this madness, man. Lord willing, 2024 be the year, man. Like the beloved elder Apostle Tahar has coined this year, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, man. Lord willing, it be that. Lord willing, we can get the fuck up out of here very soon. If Jacob's trouble hits, you know, it's only a matter of time before they implement the MOTB, and then the nukes and the missiles are on their way. You know, and it says, verse 3, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. You see? And that's what's going on in these meetings, okay? And they're not just doing them in this meeting that you just saw, okay? But they're doing them behind closed doors, man. They're sacrificing more than ever. They're pleading more than ever with their charmers, all right? And, remember that Miami incident where you had those apparitions, man. Whether if it was real or not, hey, the Lord said, I will smite Egypt with plagues as before, man. So who knows if these charmers start bugging out, they start seeing apparitions, man. You never know. And we hope and pray for that, man. Hey, they're going to throw up their curses. We throw up our curses, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Every day, throw up these curses, Israel. Right? Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Shalach, Rayam, Wa, Ainashim, Wa, Abadium, Wa, Haragyam, Wa, Mashapayam, Alkal, Adawamyam, Wa, Kawayam, Wa, Ayabyam Nawa, Babakwasha, 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 Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Tawada, Tawab. All right? So basically in Hebrew, we're praying to the Lord to send evils, punishments, destructions, and killings to all Edomites, the nations, and our enemies, which the 2/3 are part of those enemies. All right? And we say, please, 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 Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, thank you, Amen. All right? And every day, man, because every day we're going to get one day closer to our enemy Esau's downfall, and we're supposed to be heralding in the coming of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, hastening the day, praying for fewer days. All right? So let's go ahead and get another quick precept here, and we're going to close out, man. Let's just go with 2nd Esdras 15:11. And it reads, but I will bring them with a mighty hand. Actually, let's get 14. Let's start with 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. You see, that's exactly what happened in 2019, 2021, 2022. All y'all motherfuckers got that jump shot, and a lot of you are not here anymore. You see? Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. See, the Lord's getting ready to deliver us out of this place, man. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before. You see? So no, that's letting you know it's not talking about ancient Egypt. All right? Because that was so much longer before this book was even written. That was so much long before that. And we never went back to Egypt. Okay? So this is talking about a future Egypt. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and I will destroy all the land thereof. All right? Speaking about America, a.k.a. Babylon the Great. All right? And on that day, 200 million nuclear missiles are going to come from this array of countries, including Russia. And it's going to land here on Babylon the Great, and it's going to annihilate this place, man. No one will ever set foot on this place ever again. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right? So with that, Yasharallah, keep pushing, keep believing, keep praying, stay prayed up. Read the scriptures every day. All right? Follow the laws, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability under grace through faith in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Tawab, or Salak. Shalom. Until next time, Israel. Shalom.